Hi you guys, welcome back. Okay, so today I actually sat down just to play in makeup. I really wasn't going to film. I just wanted to sit down and just enjoy some of my Shop My Stash goodies and just kind of test out a new palette, but I could not decide which palette I wanted to use today. So I actually let my husband pick my palette. So I presented him with a stack of palettes and I said, pick a palette. And he picked a palette, one that spoke to him that he really liked. And so he chose the Old Soul from Glaminatrix Cosmetics. And I was cracking up because I was like, you telling on yourself now. You done chose the Old Soul palette, okay? And I gave him a variety of palettes, colorful ones, you know, soft ones, bold ones. And this was in the mix. And it is a beautiful, beautiful palette. Very, very new to my collection. And I was excited to use it because I wasn't sure what was going to happen. So yeah, as you can see, you already see the look I created with this palette. Very, very pleased, you guys. Very pleased. But I did do this whole face. I am doing a voiceover for this video. But I do have this whole makeup look in this video. Like I said, I wasn't going to film it, but I said, you know what, let me just film it just in case. And so turned out to be a really, really nice video and an eye look that I'm very pleased with. So if you'd like to see how I created this makeup look today, what products I used and my thoughts on them, then stay tuned because it's coming up next. Okay, you guys, so I'm starting out my base today with the Fenty Beauty Grip Trip Mattifying Face Primer. And I really, really like this primer. If you guys are familiar with, you know, my makeup application, you know that I'm really into the moisturizing primers, the hydrating primers. So I don't really focus a lot on the mattifying primers because I don't really need that as much as I used to now that my skin is not as oily as it used to be. But I'm finding I really like this primer because while it is mattifying, it's not drying at all. Very, very nice. Now I'm going to be using my Sephora Reveal the Real Skin Tint, and I'm going to be adding some of my Fenty Beauty Ease Drops Lit in there. It's kind of like, you know, one of those bronzing or glowy type products that you can apply for extra glow or add into your foundation. But before I put on my foundation, I definitely want to go in and conceal some of my, you know, issues with dark circles, hyperpigmentation, all of that good stuff. You guys know the drill. And I am using this e.l.f. Soft Glam satin concealer. Now I've been giving this concealer a real hard time, but I'm gonna ease up on it because, you know, for a $5 concealer, it's actually really good. It's really proven to cover my issues, you know, hyperpigmentation and dark circles. And it's keeping the coverage. It's not moving around and things like that. So it's growing on me, you guys. This $5 e.l.f. concealer is definitely growing on me. So I'm gonna stop being so hard on it because it's working nicely. So as you can see, I mixed those two products together, the skin tint and the Fenty Ease Drop Lit on my palette. And I'm just applying it now for my base. And of course, this skin tint does not have a lot of coverage, so it's perfectly fine. I'm not looking for a whole lot of coverage today, but it's enough. If you want more coverage than what you see, you can definitely do more spot concealing, you know, more than I did, but I'm perfectly fine with the coverage that it's giving me today. No issues, no problem. It's a nice natural finish. So I am still using my LA Girl Pro Conceal. This is not a concealer that I pulled from my Shop My Stash, but when I pulled it from my collection to use, I found that I'm really liking it. So I'm still using it, you guys. Still playing with it. because the coverage is crazy. You know how it's like one of those older products that you forget how good it is because you haven't used it in a while. Like, pull some of them products out and use them, because you know you really want to see if they are really as good as you thought they were back in the day, and this one definitely is. Okay, so I went in with my curve case today to, you know, do my cream bronzing, and as you can see, these creams in here are very, very pigmented, but you know, I don't worry about it because they do blend out nicely. And you know, you can always do some correction with whatever's left on your foundation brush or your foundation sponge, you know, just to kind of blend things out more nicely. But I love these cream products in this curve case. Very pigmented, they blend out nicely, and they just really show up on the face nice, and I like that. Now I'm going in with this One Size blush trio. This one is in the shade Rich Betch, B-E-T-C-H, okay? And this blush shade is like one of my favorites. And I didn't even realize I had this from One Size. But when I opened it up, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's like my favorite blush shade right now. You know, kind of that nice, warm, earthy, rosewoody shade. I love it. And the cream in here proved to work out really nicely, and the powder did as well, as you'll see, you know, later on in this video. And that blush stayed on all day. So for a cream highlight, I wanted to try out this Catrice Aura Glam. Really pretty. You see that gorgeous swirl in there, and this one is called a Swirl of Rose. I grabbed it off of Amazon and just wasn't really sure, you know, how it was going to work out, but it's really, really pretty. It really is very pigmented. So as you saw, it shows up with the brush, but when you go in and just melt it with your finger, tap it, blend it in, it becomes one of those beautiful lit from within glows that, you know, you love to see just on those cheekbones, high up, you know, on your nose bridge and the tip of your nose. It's just gorgeous. So I'm really glad that I picked it up, because I just wasn't sure. I was curious, you know, with these really creamy emollient type highlighter and blush products, you just never know. Sometimes they just look super greasy and they don't have any pigment, but this was not the case with this. It definitely looks like a beautiful, just skin lit glow, and I really, really liked it. So I'm going in with my Kosas Cloud Set Translucent Candy powder today. This one is the Rose Ultra Transparent. Okay, y'all know I gotta get it down on my little tray. And I love this powder. I've loved it ever since I first used it. I don't quite know why or understand why a super light pink powder looks good on my skin tone, you know, at the end of the day, but it just does, and I really like it. Just this powder in general, I really like, so I probably would try a different shade in the future. You know, I don't know what the shades are for this powder. I just tried out the pink one, but I would definitely try out one that was kind of like a light golden or peachy shade as well, because the consistency of this powder is just super nice. Really, really nice, you guys. Now, I did use my Fit Me powder in 355 before bronzing and blushing, but I forgot to show it. I guess I turned my camera off to do something. I came back and completely forgot, child. So I did bronze with the CoverGirl True Blend Skin Enhancer Bronzer as well in Sweet Espresso before I went in with the powder blush out of that trio. So just letting you know, okay? So to set this face, I'm using the One Size Powder Melt. This is their glass setting spray. I haven't really developed any real opinions on this yet because I haven't used it enough. So still testing out this setting spray, but so far it's pretty nice. It looks good, and it definitely held my makeup in place. I decided to go ahead and put some on my lips, you guys, because I was tired of these dry lips. So I'm going in with my NYX Dunk Plump Lip Liner. Definitely my favorite currently. And I'm also using the NYX Jelly Job Lip Gloss. This one is so pretty. It's in the shade Toast and Jelly. They have a lot of different shades for these Jelly Job lip glosses, and they're really comfortable, super shiny, and really pretty. I really like them. I'm probably going to get more shades, honestly. So before we go in with this eye look, y'all know how I do. I go in with my P. Louise eyeshadow base, and I am just, you know, blending that out with a brush. And I'm also going in with my little baby sponge to make sure that it's nice and even on my lids. So this is the palette that I'm playing with today. You guys already know the Old Soul palette from Glaminatrix Cosmetics. From what I understand, they're coming out with 12 different themed palettes from different personalities. And I can't wait to see the rest of them that come out. I'm just scared that I'm going to want all 12 of them. But these are the swatches, you guys. I would have thought, you know, oh, this is a neutral palette, but in my opinion, it's not. You know, when you think Old Soul, you're like, oh, it might be a little boring, a little, you know, neutral. But it's neutral, but these neutrals are very bold neutrals. So super, super gorgeous mattes and shimmers. So I want to start out with this really pretty pink shade all over my lid. It's called Kindred. And I love this color. I really, really do. This color is one of the shades that I would do like a spring one and done look with for sure. I love how this tone of pink looks against my skin tone. So I would definitely use this as a one and done. And as you can see, this shadow blended out very nicely, very easily. Next, I'm going into this darker shade, which is called Echo. And I'm just trying to, you know, figure out what shape I want for the outer corner of this look. And I'm just making it slightly angled. And as you can see, keeping that depth in the outer corner, but just dragging it forward on my lid and blending it into that first pink shade. Now, as I blended this shadow out, it really started to look more purple than burgundy to me. In the pan, I truly was like, oh, it's going to be a beautiful burgundy shade. But as you can see, on my eyes, it's looking very, very purple, which is gorgeous, but it just wasn't exactly what I had in mind for this eye look, but I still liked it nonetheless. Now I want to put on some shimmers, but before I put on my shimmers, I'm going to go in with a little bit of e.l.f. glitter primer. Just, you know, to hold these shimmers in place, because these shimmers do look very blingalicious, okay? So I'm going in first with the shade Still. And in the palette, I don't know if to you guys it looked more blue. Like, it definitely has a blue hue to it. But I guess next to this purple matte, or how these mattes are looking on my eyes with the purple vibe, it's pulling purple to me. And y'all, I swear I did not try to create a purple look today, but that's just the direction it went, right? So the next shade I'm going into is Fade, which is a really, really pretty gold shade. And I wasn't sure how this gold shade was gonna look next to that bluey purple shimmer, but I really liked the contrast of the two, and I feel like they blended nicely together when I brought them, you know, in the center to meet. I felt like it turned out really pretty. Those are two colors that I wouldn't normally put together as shimmers on my lid, you know, but it worked. I think it looks really, really pretty. So those are the two shimmers that I applied, and I really, really think they're gorgeous. Now I did go ahead and add my lashes, so I'm going to move on to my lower lash line using those same two shades, you know, the darker one, Echo, first, and then softening it up with the pink shade Kindred. I just wanted to make my lower lash line match the upper portion, you know, the top lid. And this is what that looks like. I'm really, really liking how this is coming together. So for my inner corner pop, I decided to go matte today instead of shimmer. I felt like I wanted those shimmers to shine on their own. So I'm taking the shade Linger, which is just a matte bright white shade. And you know, when you go in with a matte white, you're never knowing whether or not it's going to just kind of fade away or if it's going to stay nice and bright and pigmented. And as you can see, this matte white is so beautiful. It's very pigmented, but it blends out just effortlessly. And I just love how that looks in that inner corner. So for the lower lashes, I'm going in with some mascara. This is my Thrive Cosmetics. And I'm just adding that extra dimension on that lower lash line, making those lower lashes pop a little bit next to that white inner corner. And this is it, you guys. This is the final look. I'm just kind of combing out this hair, child, before we take a look at this eye look. And I feel like it really came out nice. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this look. I look forward to playing with this palette more. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Toodles!